Hello friends, SentinalH here, and welcome back to our Revolution 3 Let's Play here with Shiva.
Hello.
And we're looking at his turbine through the nice glass window. That would be nice if it was actually transparent. Stupid Minecraft glass. He's got, so you've got a 3-block turbine running off of, how tall is your solar tower? 10 blocks?
Let me check.
Of actual solar tower block? I think it's 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 that I can see. The heater is yellow. You got a lot more mirrors now. You filled it all out. How many mirrors do you actually have? Do you know?
I say about 2-3 stacks.
Okay, that's a lot. Anywhere between 128 and whatever else. 300 something. 128 and 190 something, I think. Wait, yeah, 96. And so you're producing 200 and roughly around 230 megawatts. 65 kiloradians, of course, at 3,500 newton meters. Nice stuff. Now,
and it's all self. It's self.
Now that converts to about 450 amps. Now that means that every block that you go down, that's how that works. You're still only losing 4 volts. Yeah, you're losing 4 volts.
I'm hoping that we can use it to get the liquid nitrogen production going, so that we can process.
The way that Reika explained the way that this works is that you don't just lose 4 volts per block, you use 4 volts multiplied by your amperage per block.
Well, by the time it gets over towards loop production, it does 226 amps and about 500,000 volts.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much good.
So yeah, you're losing a lot of power because you're running at such a high amperage. But all the way over there, but you know.
Yeah, but we still got.
As long as it's working for what you got. So you're recapturing the steam. Not only because steam is annoying, but you're just recapturing it. Low pressure water comes down here, pressurizes over here, and then feeds back in. You got, of course, the
tanks here more as like a storage in case there's like a back buffer builds up.
Yeah, you've got an empty bedrockium drum here. Is that just to?
Oh, it's empty.
Yeah, it's empty.
Oh, that's to pump the water into in case it starts like pressurizing more steam than water.
Gotcha. So that's pretty cool. Now, obviously, just before anyone says anything, obviously he'd get more power out of it just by making the turbine larger, and he knows that, so don't worry about it. We're well aware.
Yeah, but for right now, it's resources and the fact that right now this is already big enough jump where we can run a lot of things.
He's well aware that he's losing out on power, but don't care. So
I mean, the system's 100% stable. I mean, we get the steam barely fluctuates. And during the day, we produce hot molten sodium faster than we burn it.
So here's the farm. You've encased it in glass. Of course, in reality, that wouldn't work, but here it does. And the growth accelerator.
Yeah.
Isn't that only affecting a couple of them, or does it actually affect the whole field?
It's only affecting a couple of them, but it's to help keep up with the rate that these things are going at.
Anyway, so you got your motor over here, obviously, feeding into a splitter, 131 on the bend, so only a small portion of it is actually going to the fans.
Yes.
Which of course is the idea.
Which is still enough to make it
which is still a huge, way more than it needs probably. You would need like another. You'd almost need another junction. What's going on? Okay, so then it goes over here, and then it splits 1-1 even. Some of it comes down over here into a 2-to-1 bedrock, an 8-to-1 bedrock. Because you already had them, I assume that's why you used them. Some diamond shafts over to shaft junctions for running splittings. Okay, so this runs the centrifuges at 0.05 operation time, which is really quick. And then the grinder is running at 3 seconds.
Yes.
Nice. Now, does the farm outpace the grinder, or does the grinder outpace the farm?
It still outpaces it, but I'm hoping to fix that soon. Figure out a proper gear.
So how much power is going into this grinder right now? Oh, you got 2 grinders running at 3 seconds. How much power is actually going into them? Like, what's the...
28.112 megawatts at 16,334 rads.
Nice. And then conduit connectors. Oh, that's what allows you to have 2 types of conduits on the same block, yeah?
Yeah.
That's cool. So you're running the... What does that mean? You're running the lube and then the items on the same block. Perfect. That's great. And this world rift is going to transport the lube.
Yeah, it goes right back into the turbine.
Nice. Now can you split some of this lube off and then send it to the tower? Is that the plan?
With more world rifts, yes.
Yeah. Oh, you need another world rift. Right. Because each one only goes to one location, right?
Yeah.
How come it tells me where it's linked to 3 different times in Waylon? It's weird. Waylon tells you like 3 times.
I don't know.
Alright, anyway, this is pretty cool. There we go. Ow. Why does it say 0 amps? Seriously, why does it say 0 amps?
Oh no.
Has that one waterfall stopped? Nope, it's still coming down. That's why that clackety clack sound is going. Seriously, why does it say 0 amps? It says 0 amps over here too.
I don't know.
It shouldn't say 0. We gotta figure this out. Why is this gear flickering between 2.1 megawatts and 0?
I don't know.
They're both doing that. It doesn't make sense to me. It says we've got 0 amps. Is anything going up here? No, it says we've got 0 amps. And so these aren't running. Because we've got 0 amps. What is going on? This was running before. Like, I didn't make any changes over here. This was running in the previous episode. 1 CVT unit at 32. And 2 16-to-1 gearboxes.
Yeah, all these things are running at 0 amps. Oh, whoa, over here, there's a broken induction motor.
I need a dyno. I need to check this with a dyno.
If something's wrong with this wire here, I'm not sure. But
Yeah, look.
there's a
8 Newton meters of
What?
torque. Yeah, it's at 8 Newton meters, so we should have 1 amp.
8 Newton meters.
8 Newton meters is 1 amp. But why does it say 0?
Maybe because it's just on the fur, it's like it's 999 point.
No. This was working before. Stupid Enderman, get out of here. This was working before.
Are anything damaged?
No, none of them are damaged.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because that could be what the clacking
No,
is.
the clickety clacking sound was the
Why don't you replace them all the hydras, and see what happens?
Oh man, it's just I don't understand.
Break and replace.
That would be annoying. It's not the bevel gears, is it? Making that clacky sound? There's no such thing as bedrock bevel gears. Is there?
I'm not let me check.
Every time it goes clank, we lose some power, but I don't know why it's clanking. I think it
That's why I said break and replace. See if that fixes it. Not the gearboxes, the actual hydro connects. Because you've done a lot of testing on these, so maybe something could happen that kind of messed them up.
They were working. Last episode. It was producing power. It was producing 1 amp. Everything was going fine. We still have 0 amps. Look at this gearbox. It's constantly flipping between 2.1 megawatts and 0 watts. It's weird. I don't get it. Ow.
Is this place choke loaded? That's the thing.
Maybe the induction generators don't like being right next to gearboxes?
Maybe you can try it.
Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but we'll see. Because this one's doing the same thing. See, look. See, that's the issue. The issue is, well, see, right now we got 8 Newton meters, right? But
here, let me break these and see what happens.
When something
clacks.
See, the torque is dropping down to 2 periodically, but we should still be getting power.
Yeah, I just broke it. Hang on.
I wonder if I should put flywheels on these. Well, are there any flywheels that wouldn't explode at the speed?
There's multiple levels of them.
But we are running these really quickly, so I feel like a flywheel would just explode. You can get that in there.
I'm trying to do it without getting hit.
You'll get hit by it. There's no way to do it without getting hit.
But it is wire that keeps looking. I can't get far enough to this side to get in there.
If I could do it, you could do it. Come on, get right up along it. Come on. Just right click on the end of it. Come on, it's not that hard.
That's what I'm trying to do, but everything's so compact down there. I can't get clear.
Give it to me then. I did it just fine. Give me the hydro. We don't got time for this.
Hang on, move to your right.
Just throw it. Out.
There we go. I was trying to get high.
You don't have to get high.
No, I do have to reach. Remember?
See, look at this. It's constantly flickering between having power and not having power. Now I don't even see the gearbox anymore. Where did it go?
Wait,
I don't see the gears in this gearbox. Some sort of weird.
Maybe we need. Maybe we really need.
Some sort of weird rendering glitches going on. Okay, don't turn that one. That one doesn't have lube. Are we just running too much stuff? And it's just like, no, I won't. Or you could, no, you don't have to change it. Just turn down the speed on the CVT unit. Duh.
Where's the CVT?
It's right in there. It's in the wall. You can just turn that down from 32 to something.
This one doesn't have a CVT.
They all have a CVT. That one's right there. Just turn it down from 32 to 24 or something.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like that's the whole point of having one.
32 to
just turn it down to 24 or something. It doesn't matter. See, for a split second, I had 16 amps.
I wonder.
Look, it's still doing the same thing. It's still flickering. Okay, there we go. What'd you turn it to?
2.
Oh, see, now we got 16 amps. We still have 0 coming out of this one. 16 amps coming out of this one, which means we end up with 16 amps over here. Oh goodness. So gearing it all the way down to 8 Newton meters of torque, while it worked before, it currently isn't. Change it again. See how close we can get this to 1 without it, with it still working.
It's right now at number 2.
We'll turn it up.
That. Yeah. That's
turn it up to 4. Okay, it goes to 8 amps. 6. Turn up to 6. Okay. Can you do 6? That's 4. Turn up to 8. Turn up to 8.
How about now?
Just turn it to 8. We're still getting 4. Turn it up again to 16. 2 amps. Okay.
I might be able to Just one way to increase it. Want to try and get to 1 amp exactly?
Try go up. Yeah, see if go up again.
17.
Nope, that goes down to 0. Turn it down. Turn it back down to 16.
So maybe.
So it looks like the highest it'll let us go reliably is to 2 amps. If we try and go all the way down to 1,
I mean, do you really need?
I just wanted to minimize power loss as much as possible.
Yeah, but do we really need these diamond gearboxes? We could really max out that TBT into like 64 or something.
I've just got diamond gearboxes down here so that they won't consume lube, so I don't have to worry about it. Set it and forget it.
Well, don't the CBT units don't use
No.
lube, do they?
I don't know, whatever. I already had a bunch of these, so I was just going on and using them. So that's kind of like the way they look, but whatever. Doesn't matter to me. We got them now. So I'll turn this down to 16. So, I mean, it can work. It's just not... Apparently, it's unreliable in this setup that we've got. Also, why is...
That will
okay,
work.
there we go.
We are just... Are we... How high up is that? 74 blocks.
Alright, so now it's working. If I change it to 16, it works. Disappointing, but whatever.
I'm gonna go check the loop probe protection, see if it's keeping up. Oop, the generators are heating.
Of course they are. We're running too much stuff. We got to add more motors.
Fair enough.
So I got 5. I got my 5 motors plugged in. And now for some reason we get 0 power out of this thing. And it makes literally 0 sense. I mean, now the only way it wants to give me any... Let me see. If I turn it down to 15, what does it give me? Nothing. 14. Nothing.
2, 1, 2.
13. Nothing. It gives me nothing. Unless I go down to 8. And even that, now at 8, it's not giving me anything either. Well, what does it want from me?
Oh no,
2?
I'm turning off the turbine.
4.
I'm turning off loop production, so can you mind... I'm gonna turn off loop for your wheels as well.
Now it only wants me to have 4? I don't understand. I don't understand why it quit working. The way we had it. Because this makes no sense. Because now I have to turn it down. So far, we're going to get a lot of power loss. Now we got 20 amps running up this wire, which means that we're losing a huge amount of power every time we go up. Defeat the entire purpose of all those gearboxes. But at least our motors are running now.
Just a heads up, I shut down loop going towards your wheels and loop production because I'm running that movie around.
Alright, well, at the amount of torque that we're currently running through, when it comes over here, we're getting 1.048 megawatts out of each motor. So that's roughly 5 megawatts. Crap. It's total crap. Each one of these things is producing 2 megawatts, which means we should be getting 8. And right now we're getting 5, so it's cutting down by 3. I mean, there's not even I mean, at this point, there's no reason to even run this thing, because your sodium tower obviously produces more power because it's been upgraded to sodium, so it's better. But I just wanted this to work. But at every turn, it refuses to function the way it should. Every single turn. Even when it was working before, it suddenly decides that it doesn't want to anymore. I don't get it. But, yeah, I really don't get it. But for the first time, all 4 banks are running. and it really does look cool down here. You got don't forget, these things have a 23,000 millibucket buffer inside the wheels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything's running now for the first time. It looks really cool. I don't know, if you guys watching, if you know what's going on, maybe it's just a matter of us needing to update our Rake mods to the latest version, because we are running a bit older version. Let us know, because it seems really strange that it was working in the previous episode, producing at 1 amp, and now it won't even work unless it's producing, each one is producing like, now it needs each of them to produce 5 amps before it'll even produce power. It's weird. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like and comment the video down below if you did enjoy it. I'm Sentinel H, and I'm signing out.